It's been a while since I've made a YouTube video, so today's video is just a really simple one to get me back into the habit of making videos again. In this one, I'm just doing a simple sketch of a seahorse in my Sea White sketchbook. I'll be using a blue pencil. It's just a polychromo pencil. It's not the erasable blue pencil or the I think it's called the non-photo blue pencil. In other words, the ones that professionals use so that when they scan in the final image, the blue pencil marks don't come up on the scan, but the black inking that should go over the blue pencil lines do come up on the scan. I don't personally own any of those pencils, so I can't say anything about them. But one of the things I will say is that ever since I've started using a blue or even colored pencils to sketch, I feel myself becoming a lot looser in my sketching, which is a good thing. And that's very different to when I use a normal graphite grey pencil, in the sense that I feel myself almost tensing up and feeling like I have to be perfect in all of my strokes, and every time I make a mistake I feel like I have to rub it out. And maybe I've just built up an association with the grey pencils with being perfect. With the blue pencils, it's completely different. Ever since I've learned about professionals using the blue pencils, and I've watched so many YouTubers using the blue pencils to sketch, I've just seen how loose and fluid they are with the sketching, and they really don't worry about mistakes at all, because the blue pencil marks don't have to be neat. They are simply there to provide a guideline so that when you go back over it with a black pen to ink or even pencil, whatever you're going over it with, you can then perfect the lines at that point. And maybe I've built up an association from watching those videos with the blue pencil and being very loose with the sketching, but I have found that when I started sketching with colored pencils and the blue pencils, it's almost like there's this great sense of freedom. And I don't care about the mistakes, and I don't really care about the fact that I can't erase the blue pencils that I have. I really can't explain why that is, except maybe the association thing. But the reason why I'm mentioning this is that if any of you feel the same way that I do, in that the grey pencils almost make me feel like I have to be perfect with all of my strokes, if any of you feel that way, maybe trying out coloured pencils as the base for sketching out your drawings, maybe that would help. It certainly has helped me anyway. And yeah, so this month I was supposed to take part in the art challenge that I came up with last year, which is Septona. But I've decided that I'm not going to do that this year, simply because I have so many projects that I want to work on, and I feel like taking part in the challenge will just get in the way of doing that. But if any of you do want to take part in it, then the challenge is essentially toning for every day of September. Last year when I first came up with it, I decided that as long as you tone for a minimum of 30 minutes a day, that is okay. And I still stand by that, but if you are a lot more loose in your sketching, then you could probably complete an entire drawing in one day, and then you could do that for 30 days, and I'm sure the toning will improve in that time. For me, I just do not have the time for that. If you guys do want to take part in it, then you can use the hashtag Septona2017 so that I can see the pictures on Instagram. If you don't want to take part in it, then that's cool as well. I am feeling really rusty when it comes to doing voiceovers, so I am just going to leave it here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.